am on my way to see a friend of mine. Her name is Naz. She has a nice boutique store here in Glendale. She's asked me to come and do some stuff for her. She's having an event for MacKenzie-Childs. So let's see. And now, of course, I run into someone I know. She's giving me the wave. Yeah, it's okay, but say hi. Hi. So I've arrived at Naz's place, La Papillion, and I'm hoping she's in the store. But I have to remove the flowers from the cars. So let me go. I got some gorgeous blooms for her. I'll get the rest later. Hi, Naz. I'm fantastic. Yeah. Well, you knew I was coming, but you didn't know I was coming today.
No, I didn't know you were coming today.
So I got some pretty stuff for you.
Thank you. Wow, so pretty.
There's some more in the car, so let me go get some.
Okay, you need help?
No, you stay here. Some more, yeah, and there's some more too.
Woo!
I think you're gonna have a little party here tonight, huh? And look at all the fresh greens of Christmas. It's gonna smell like the holidays. So now that I'm back with the third load, I'm gonna unwrap these so you can see all the yummy, beautiful flowers we have.
Okay.
And then I have my eye on a couple of containers that I saw from MacKenzie-Childs that I would like to use.
Which one would you like to use? Parchment silk or satin?
I don't mind, but listen, let me unpack these first. Let me get this in order and then, absolutely. Do you know what those are?
No, what are those?
So those are called blue thistle, but they've painted like a champagne-y rose gold. I thought we add a little bit of the metallics because it's the holidays. Okay. Do you love carnations or do you hate carnations?
I love carnations.
Okay. Why do you love carnations?
Because it reminds me everybody in the family.
Okay.
And it's smell and everything. I adore it. And this color is
Look
so
at this
pretty.
variation. This is such an elegant color because when we think of carnations, we think of red and we think of white. And I didn't want to get that because I wanted that vase that I see in that champagne and like that blue. I'm going to do an arrangement with like a light blue delphinium, some carnations, and some Christmas greenery, and it's going to be so stunning. And then what's this? Seeded eucalyptus. Obviously, they didn't come like this. They're in a gray tone. But these are dyed and sprayed, so I thought I'd use some burgundy ones, some white ones, and some gold ones in the accessories. So let's put this over here. I love these, so they're a little messy because they've been banged, but overall, once we put it, I don't know what this is,
But it's beautiful.
but it was beautiful and expensive, and of course, I love beautiful and expensive stuff like you,
Yes.
so I thought I should have this.
If it's expensive, we love
Right?
it. Like MacKenzie.
Exactly. These are natural, they're not dyed. These are the black kales. And then this is a type of greenery that is painted. Yeah, it's really pretty. I think it's gonna look lovely with what we're doing. And then this is an Italian ruscus. It's painted white, which looks really, really awesome. These look like grapes to me on branches. They look like mini grapes.
Yes, what is it?
They're fresh. There's some kind of berries. I don't know the name for all of them, so don't judge. So now that we've unpacked all these beauties, let's look at the containers and then come back and start making the arrangement. So the team cleaned out all that table with all the products of MacKenzie-Childs. You know, it's really difficult for me to work in a different space, but I'm gonna grab this trumpet MacKenzie vase. We have a pitcher of water right here, and I'm gonna pick out some black and white. I'm gonna do some greens. And then I'm gonna grab the blackberries. Where's that kale? And I'm gonna take the kale. It didn't come prepared with a foam or chicken wire or tape that I usually will have, but this is kind of almost like when you're in your own home. If you don't have like floral supplies, you should know how to use the flowers in itself to make a beautiful arrangement. It is narrow on the bottom, so I'm not gonna be able to do too many stems. but I want it to look full and lush all at the same time. And you have to clean out the rest of the branches. You don't want any greens or foliage. I'm gonna start with the first branch. And then I'm gonna go in with these beautiful, and I don't know what the name of this is, so I'm totally ashamed by it. They have a beautiful fragrance. They almost have a very fragrant scent to it, which is something that's really good in your home. But look how like airy and full that already made it. And then I'm gonna take my Italian ruscus that's already painted. And then I'm gonna take my kale. Now, kale in a couple of days is gonna have a really strong, heavy scent to it because it's gonna start to, it's in the cabbage family. So, and look at these blackberries. I'm gonna add this to give it another layer. And now you can take Christmas ornaments. I'm sure MacKenzie-Childs has Christmas ornaments that you can tuck in there and nest it in as well. That would be an extra beauty added to it. Like this. And this is arrangement number 1. Let's grab another vase and do another beauty. I'm gonna put all these flowers away, and if I need them again, I'll use them. I'm gonna leave the greens there. So make sure your vessels are always either glazed or they don't have a hole in it so that you're able to like keep the container safe from leaking all over your furniture. I'm gonna put a pitch of water. Now I didn't bring foam. What you could have done here is you could have taken some chicken wire to make a kind of little nest and then insert your flowers. But as a professional, you're always able to improvise and compromise on your design of how you're gonna create it. Now that I've got the greens all the way around this, I'm not gonna leave it long. I'm gonna cut them in half. I know what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna add my greens, my gold branches. And then I think I'm gonna do my red berries, my ilex. Once they're in their place and you're not moving around, the berries on it are not gonna come off. And look at this, just so simple. It's got the evergreens and some flowering branches and some berries, and you're done. So I already talked to you about this being painted. Look at how dramatically beautiful this is. And it's painted all over. So I'm gonna start with cutting one of these and inserting it in a vertical manner. Not too much, I don't want it to be too heavy on the greens. Now I can do it 2 ways, right? I can either, keep the delphiniums in a high manner, competing with the rest of the height of that, but on the contrary, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck it in and wait until that carnation, that peachy coloration goes. Where are those orchids? That's what I want. Perfect. So it's got a lid. I'm gonna use probably like 1 stem. These are Vanda orchids. Probably gonna, if this is the front, I'm just gonna kind of sporadically put it. It doesn't all have to be all uniform. And these are carnations, which I am totally obsessed with. And what I'm gonna do with my carnations, I'm not gonna clean it out, but what I am going to do is I'm gonna fluff it out so it looks bigger.
The combination is very pretty and it matches the vase.
That's what I was dreaming when I saw that vase. I think this looks gorgeous. We're gonna do this a little differently. What I'm gonna do, because it's almost the same shape and I don't want it to look like the same arrangement because I'm probably gonna use the same aesthetics of like the same type of flowers. What I'm gonna start it off is I'm gonna take all my flowers and I'm gonna do kind of a sort of a hand-tied bouquet. And I'm gonna use the carnations as almost like the base of the whole structure. Okay, now you want to help here? This is what you're going to do. You're going to fluff, and then you're going to clean the stems of the greenery. And then you can grade me. I can grade you of how good of a student you were, and you're going to grade me of how good of a teacher I was. How is that?
Okay.
I'm probably going to give you a higher score than I'm going to get, but it's okay.
Why?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm not a good teacher usually. I like to dictate, not teach. So we're actually filming while the store is open. So you might get a little noise here and there, but pay attention to me. So I'm gonna start and I'm not gonna show you how I'm doing this, I'm just gonna do it, because it's basically crisscrossing it. I do things in groupings. I don't like ding-dangs, moving around here and there. So I'm just gonna do groupings like this, so it gets nice and full. Now, I don't have my cutters. I usually will cut this down. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Maybe we get some scissors, and I'm gonna see, they're little woodsy stems, but I think it might work. There was some right here. Let me do it. Put the scissors here. I never exchange scissors, I'm superstitious. Here. It's doing pretty good. It's probably better to take little by little, because then it doesn't feel so. But you would do these with great floral cutters. Yes. It'll be faster and easier because that's what they're made for, because some of these stems are just ridiculously thick. In a good old fashioned way.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna tuck this in like this. And look how gorgeous. We're gonna play around with it, let some of the flowers breathe, but look how stunning that looks. And the flowers did what they're supposed to do, right? Mm-hmm. And look at that. I think that's gorgeous. Naz, thank you so much for asking me to come here today.
And thank you for teaching me.
Hopefully you'll do it next time and I don't have to come. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. I love you very much.
I love you too.
Have a great holiday season. And give MacKenzie-Childs people. I'm gonna grab my jacket and I'm gonna kiss everybody goodbye.